And I also took a photo with the tail lens of this cascade here. And I'm doing a bracketing of 5 exposures. It creates for a really photo with some depth of field in it, because you can, the video, So coming back to the same location a few times, it actually has its perks. Like, the conditions are totally different now. I'm actually now at the time that's not so perfect to do landscape photography because the light is so hard. On another day maybe this picture would be even better than the first time that I was here, because the first time we got some mist and landscape. I will pop it up on the screen, and it was so perfect, and I was like, maybe it can be even a little bit better. So I'm searching now to do almost the same composition like the last time that we were here with the 50mm. And I'm gonna go again for a portrait oriented picture, because I want to include some trees in this composition. So I've put on my circular polarizer VND filter on it to bring down the lights, and I'm doing a bracketing of 5 exposures, so I can blend in the harsher lights with the shadows. We have to put in some dynamic range in it to make it a little bit natural. So we don't want to make an HDR where everything is super flat, but we want to make it as natural as possible. And of course I knew it wasn't going to be the best photo out there, and the first time I was here and also the last time that I was here, the conditions were way better. So we didn't have any harsh light, it was super soft light, and then the mist on that morning, it was amazing. If I would ever come back to this place, it needs to be like super misty, but all the mist onto the ground, then with a little bit of sunlight in the morning. That would be the dream, to photograph this place again. So coming back to the same place is also good to make pictures in your mind, like how you want it to be next time. I knew it was going to be a bad day, but just for this video I wanted to come back to this place because I really love this place. And with visiting the places that you already know, maybe you stumble upon a place that you never saw before, because I just found something here and it's looking pretty nice here. It's a place in Deuneghem in Belgium, and I was driving to another location that I really know, and suddenly I was driving over a bridge and I was like, huh, it's water. So I turned around and came back. So I'm gonna look around a little bit, and hopefully we can find some compositions here in the forest, because this forest is totally new for me, so I don't know what I can expect here. I've just put on the Tamron 100 to 400 because I'm photographing a tree or a piece of a pine tree in the forest here, and for some reason how it's lit up, that tree in the landscape, this one here, the root system that's just onto the soil and the light hitting that root system, and then all the trees further away into the back, it creates for a really photo with some depth of field in it, because you can really see further into the forest here. So that really caught my eye, and also the root system and the light that's catching it, it's super cool, and I wasn't expecting to photograph a tree like this. So that's a really nice nice present for today. Like you can see and hear, I'm back at the water, and I'm photographing a small multi-layer cascade here in the landscape. And I'm again with the Tamron 100 to 400 because I really love photographing with the tele-lens. And I've put the circular polarize on it to bring down the highlights or bring down the light in total, and also take away the glare onto the water, because I want to see into the water. The light is already changing super quickly, and now the sun is shifting, and I also have to keep in mind that I want to go to another place for the last and hopefully the best photo of today. The look of this cascade is a little bit different than the other cascade that I photographed, and I also think it's because it's with the multi-layer that it's maybe a little bit more interesting than other cascades. And I'm super glad that I came to this place because I think it has a lot of potential to photograph here again. With photographing with the tele-lens, you compress everything a little bit, so the multi-layered cascade, the cascades look on the back of the screen. They look, if they're a little bit closer to each other, but they're actually further away from each other than on the photo. I'm ready to go to the third and final place to photograph for this challenge about revisiting places you've already been. And I also took a photo with the tail lens of this cascade here. So it's a piece of the cascade. I think it's nice. The 2-second shutter speed on this cascade, and they're all small streams in the cascade. So I hope you like the photos already, and it's a bit of a different video today because with the driving around and talking, and also it's I'm filming my third video today, so I'm also getting a little bit tired of being here from 6 in the morning, waking up at 20 before 4. And you already saw those videos. I already forgot the topic for the first video. And the other one was a beginner's video to get out of auto and start photographing in the manual mode, because I think not everybody wants to photograph in manual, but it's also a little bit of video. The video, oh fuck, Look, my feet's covered in mud. That went pretty deep. Oh man, I was so surprised. I wasn't expecting that because we were a little bit higher up from the water, so I wasn't really expecting to sink into the mud. And now I need to try to get across to go to the car. This is the last shot for today. I've got my cool box with me with some food in it and some water, because I'm gonna stay here for a few hours. And with returning to places you shot before, I've almost got this one right. Because the first and the last time that I shot this picture, it was just a little bit after fall, so there were there were still some trees with some leaves on it, but also a lot of trees without leaves. So I still messed it up because it's late winter, it's begin spring actually, and now the trees start to get some leaves again, but it's not enough to cover the trees. So the view that I have right now is all with empty trees, but the sky is pretty promising, soft clouds. But my sunset is a little bit too much to the right side, so I really have to plan this, that the sunset is just in front of me. That would be nice. But this is how we learn, failing and learning. Guys, the sun is setting super quickly. Now it's gonna be a waiting game till the lights are coming on into this town. And actually this photo, I took this photo a few years ago when I started back again with my photography, with my YouTube channel. And it's been always on my list to do it again, but better. And even better than tonight, because it would be amazing to shoot this town in a few different settings, like in fall, when all the trees are covered with beautiful leaves with the sunset. And also it would be awesome to photograph this town when there's snow. I want to try to do this more on my YouTube channel, to combine natural elements or the landscape with some artificial lights. So like maybe shooting a beautiful town in a beautiful landscape and blend in the lights from that town with the sunset, sunrise, I don't know. That would be super cool to do. So the sun is behind the trees. So now it's waiting till the sky is beautiful. But I'm not including a lot of the sky because there's nothing to see in the sky. So the main subject is this town and the lights of this town. We got a foreground element, we got a rock here in front of us. And we got some branches from the trees around us that are leading our eye into this town. And it's a medieval looking town. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, the sun is set and you can see the beautiful town here that I'm photographing, but you can already see some beautiful colors in the sky. But I'm photographing like this a little bit, so it's not a lot of sky that I'm including. But now I'm taking photos from time to time, and afterwards in post-processing I'm gonna blend them all together and hopefully create a super amazing photo. And I got 2 more tips for this video. When you're revisiting a location, you're already familiar with the location a little bit, or you've been multiple times. So that takes away also a lot of stress, like what can I expect? Am I gonna find a composition or not? Like for me, I always want to show you guys something in my YouTube videos so that you're not watching for nothing. But I know that you also know not every day is a good day, so there can be days that we're not finding anything. But revisiting locations, it helps to know what, like, I'm gonna go to that location, I know I'm gonna find the composition over there. And but it's also fun to go out and photograph new locations, because it keeps that mind fresh and be open for new possibilities, new compositions. Instead of like going to the same location, you already have something in your mind maybe, and that can block your creativity for that day. And now the last reason why it's good to go photographing locations you've already been is like, when you photograph a lot, you improve over time, and maybe your editing workflow is different than a few years ago, or maybe like me, my editing workflow was different a month ago. So now that I'm editing differently, It's super cool to see how I'm gonna edit this photo, because the first one that I took and that I edited, I really liked that one, but now the lights are turning on into this beautiful town. But now with my new editing style, it takes a little bit longer because I'm not used to that editing style. But I was also getting a little bit lazy in my editing style, so this was really good that I had somebody that told me like, dude, I want to teach you something. Thank you, Amari, for giving me a lesson in editing my pictures in a new way, or in the cool way like you do it. Go follow Amari on Instagram. He's a really amazing photographer. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will show you the end result. But I'm gonna stay here for a few hours to create that end result, because it's gonna take a while. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.